stops, no one knows. We're going down. We're going down. We're going down. We're going down. Do you dare to follow me down? Head into the unknown.
Hello, everyone. How's it going today? Throat's a little sore today. Um, so I'm gonna try to put, because just for today, you guys, I have put Streamlabs back in business. Right. Look like Streamlabs is working. So I want y'all to do me a favor because my keychains finally arrived. I'm gonna be doing the giveaway today. I'm doubting what it probably is because because of the poll, I've got YouTube playing, so that's probably why. uh, Dread. Am I still crackling? That fix it. Let me edit this. Mods, you've got to do something before the end of the live stream to remind me about the poll. Okay. Is this a little bit better or no? Because if it's Streamlabs, we're kind of bumming. Because I want to do the draw thing again. So let me just see. Lilly and Jack Keychains raffle is going on for viewers. Okay, there you go. Do you see that? Exclamation point raffle to enter. I'm going to do the draw probably midway through this live stream. So if you want to enter, if you want a keychain, I'll show you. Here's one. And little beads. And then on the back, it says Lilly and Jack Sullivan missing 0502-2025, Pictou County, Nova Scotia. Contacts Crime Stoppers 1-800-222-TIPS. It's on the back of every keychain. There's some of these ones and some of these ones. So actually, I'll be giving away 8. Okay. So when you put in the exclamation point raffle, your name is going to go into Streamlabs. And then when we do the draw, it's just a random pick the name. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see the draw, but I'm not going to lie about it. Whoever wins, wins. The only thing I ask is that my email address is scrolling across the bottom. If you don't have contact with me on Facebook Messenger, email me. I need your mailing address ASAP because I'd like to get these in the mail before the end of the week. Okay? All right. So glad everybody is. Melissa, I've set one aside for you. No need for you to enter. Melissa is an excellent co-host and she's very supportive. So I am going to give Melissa a keychain. Little Blackberry, you need to put an exclamation point in front of the word raffle. Donna, no space between the exclamation point and the R in raffle. All one word. Exclamation point, raffle. No, you guys are, okay. Okay. See what you're doing, but it has to be, I don't want to enter, but okay. Look at what Corbin did and Kim and Pictou County Jail. That's what you want to copy. Okay. Now it's going to start feeding you your names. See, Streamlabs is going to tell you that you're entered. Perfect. Hopefully, did I roll my eyes? I'm so sorry, you guys. I didn't mean it like against you. I just mean it like Streamlabs is such a pain in the ass, but I think it's really fun to do these raffles. So I'm going to give you just a minute to do that while I do something else. Thing is, like, to go along with my thumbnail and my poll, I want to talk. I'm not going to show it, but do you guys remember back in the Derwood days when I was on Sunny's channel? And at some point, I just kind of blew my top and said, you know what, this is ridiculous. I appeared to get angry, um, and I was, but for me, and I didn't put much thought into it until recently when we have Anita. I remember clearly with Derwood thinking that I don't think this guy is lying. I think that whoever his sources are pulling his leg and he really believes this shit. And I wish he'd stop spreading it unless he had proof. Truth and beauty, you have to spell raffle. Yeah. Um, so yeah, the Derwood days. So anyways, I wanted to clarify that I was never angry with Derwood because I thought he was out here lying. There was a point in time after I heard all the Janie clips that I started to wonder and think out loud, did Derwood give Daniel and Janie that whole narrative? Um, but I still to this day don't think that Derwood made any of that up. I think that he truly believed what he believed and he was just spreading it. And the thing about Derwood, he maybe very small changes and things would evolve as he would get more information or whatever, but he wasn't adding a bunch of crazy bullshit to that ridiculous narrative, right? He wasn't adding on to save face. Do you know what I'm saying? So that beast was completely different than what we seem to be dealing with here and now. Because, wow, what are we supposed to do with any of that information? And a lot of you have reached out to me and you want to believe Anita, and I'm with you. I want to believe anybody that's talking. I really do. But for me, and my response to everybody has basically been for me, um, it's too much work to try to sort out the bullshit from the truth with that one. So I'm not even not even entertaining it. However, it is important that we continue. Cindy Sperry, it goes before the word raffle, exclamation point, and then the word raffle, all one word. Okay. Um, anyways, so it looks like everybody's entering. Excellent. And I want to hit chapters for a couple of minutes. And hopefully everybody's gone and watched Ninchi's recent videos because wow, she did a bang up job. And one of the things that I was planning on doing, she did it. And we're gonna watch it. And I'm going to encourage every single person, if you're not subscribed to Ninchi True Crime, to go over there and subscribe to her. Um, watch the video that we're gonna play here today. Watch it on her stream as well. It's only 7 minutes long, but give her the view as well, please, and give her a like if you like the video that we're gonna watch. And it kind of sums everything up, and I think it just shows you that if we're willing to lie about such stupid little things and we don't remember what we said 2 days ago and said it 15 fucking times over and we don't remember it, what can we really believe and what can we trust? And here's the thing for me. To me, we'll talk about it after we watch the video. Um, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. I had a fantastic birthday. Um thank you for all the birthday wishes. It was a good day. I actually received a gift in the mail from one of you, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say who, but I got this today, The Anatomy of a Cover-Up: The Truth About the RCMP and the Nova Scotian Massacre. So I have some reading to do. It's not that I didn't want this book, I did, but super happy that I got this. Thank you. You know who you are. And so I got that. And Ian got me a perfume discovery set with a bunch of little samples, and I picked the one that I like the most. And I take the little card into Shoppers, and they give me a full-size bottle. Amazing, wonderful. And my birthday dinner, and I didn't have birthday cake. I had a birthday donut tower. It was amazing. I had a really good birthday. Thank you so much, everybody. And then checking the mail this morning and having the keychains come in was just the icing on the cake. It's amazing. The big thing about these is they are very clearly handmade. They're good quality. I don't think $10 a keychain is out of line. I don't think that she's grifting or ripping anybody off. Yes, it took a little bit of time to get here, but it seems like everything does. Everything that I order from anywhere takes a little extra time to get up here on the mountain. So I wasn't bitching about it. I started being a little bit concerned, not that I thought she wasn't sending it, but that it got lost in the mail. But it's here now. They're good quality. I wish people would stop calling her a grifter over these keychains. She's not making money. They're good. She bought the stuff. She painted the pictures. She took the time. She packaged them nicely packaged, safely packaged, and shipped them across the country for me. So it's not a scam. All right. So, anyways, like I said, thank you everybody for being here. I'm going to look for comments. Hey, how's it going? Those drama people knowingly posting false and misleading info on the Jack and Lily case should pay attention to this. I was going to pull that up, God, for you. Thank you for reminding me. Because, so, I, obviously, we could play an entire deposition, but Plunder True Crime or Kylie Rodney case. And I think Kylie Rodney, I don't know too terribly much about it. I started following it, but basically, the girl went missing. A video was found after a few days of her car plummeting into a body of water, and she was inside the car. I believe she did it herself, and that's what it was ruled as. But Ryan Upchurch thought he would um, dip his toes into the true crime YouTube community. He has a massive YouTube following. He is a musician and a comedian. So he didn't have a true crime following, but he did have a big, big online presence. And so he decided to start his true crime venture into the Kylie Rodney case. And he's also spoken quite a bit in the early days about Summer Wells case. It's in his area. Anyways, his take on the Kylie Rodney investigation was that it was a hoax, that it was kind of like made up, made for TV, and that's kind of what he was saying and pushing. And he was not being kind to the family, and they ended up suing him for defamation. And just not too long ago, that her family was awarded $17.5 million, and they will get that money because he has assets. He has, you know, he has the means to pay that. So, and yes, I realize that it's in the United States, and a lot of people, like, just for example, a lot of people who wonder, like, how does Mike DeMann get away with everything that he does? People just assume because he's overseas, he'll never have to answer for anything. But I would like to remind everybody of Amanda Todd, who was cyberbullied and harassed and exploited, a 12-year-old little girl, exploited. She lived in BC to the point where she ended up ending her life as well. That man was caught. He was in um, uh, Holland, I want to say, the Netherlands, he was held accountable in Canada for his crimes. So these people need to be aware that they're not free and clear. They can't just go and say whatever they want about whoever they want because they think something. They can share opinions, absolutely, but that's not what's going on over there. And it's wrong. It's so wrong. Doesn't accept more than one entry. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. At the beginning, I believed more or less, hoped he was telling the truth. And like I said, I still think that he was telling the truth. I do. I don't think his information was accurate. That's my opinion on it. And I just really wanted him to stop spreading it until he had actual tangible proof. Because the fact is, if the kids were being hidden, I still think that they would have been found by now, alive and well. I said the same about Darren, that I think a lot of people used him as entertainment. The question is, why did Derwood even involve himself, and how early did he actually involve himself? Depends on who you believe, right? Like, we've got some people saying, oh, that day he was seen in the area of the search that day. You've got people saying that him and Daniel knew each other well before. You've got Janie saying she never laid eyes on Darren for about 3 months into the disappearance when Darren showed up looking for Daniel. I believe Daniel said 2 to 3 weeks in, he ran into Derwood at Jordan's house. And I think Derwood's got roughly the same story. So depends on who you believe. I will definitely read out the names here in a bit and make sure everybody that wants to be included in the draw is in the draw, Little Black Bear. I didn't even know it was your birthday. Thank you. I did, Corbin. Thank you so much. I email my address to the email at the bottom if I win. Correct. Yes, please. If you're not on Facebook, if you're not connected to me on Facebook Messenger, please. Cool J, he was there when Janie did her interview with Allie, which was in July. So May, June, July. About 3 months. Praying for justice, me too. I also have a hard time playing this 3 lies and 1 truth mindfuck game. Very, very, very well put, because it's not a fucking game. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Princess Pillow, good to see you. I don't know who you are, but thanks for joining. And Fern Noland, good to see you. Guest speaker, haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you. He was involved before that for sure. Some say he was on Gerlach Road that first weekend. I've recently heard that, yeah. Mr. Hammy, good to see you. It's the fighting, screaming, yelling that I can't do. Charmaine, thanks for being here and for all you do. I don't understand how that's content. But there are people who enjoy it. Make no mistake. Make no mistake. Perfect. And sorry, I'm not saying hi to everybody. I'm just, I'm really trying to find, conversation pieces. Yes, that would be a really good read. What was the name of the book? It is The Anatomy of a Cover-Up. Is that backwards for you guys? It's backwards for me, but it's The Anatomy of a Cover-Up by Paul Palango. The Truth About the RCMP and the Nova Scotia Massacre. Very, very interesting. And interesting seems like the wrong word to use, but that whole thing was a fiasco. And yeah. Yeah, I'm going to play the Monsters of Sabotage video, Esther. Allegedly, that was Wade that took that video. Interesting that Monsters of Sabotage were able to get it. Again, I've no insider information when it comes to that kind of stuff. Um, love the keychains. They're super adorable, and like I said, they're good quality. I'm not the least bit upset or regretful that I spent the money that I did to have these keychains. So I think I'm behind in chat. Were you aware the lead investigator of Portapic case, his mother, is married to the sister of Max from GC Surplus where Wortman got? No, I wasn't. Hopefully it's in this book, hey? I used to think that way, but now I think they're not thinking about it at all. I think that it's a fly on the shoulder, buzzing in the air. Sorry, not sorry. It's it's sad. It is sad. The RCMP knew the craziness would come down there if they didn't solve it, and they still handled the Jack and Lilly case poorly. And let's not forget about poor little Dylan Eller. You guys, was that right before or right after Portapic? I mean, there's something stinky in Nova Scotia. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, he told one of his viewers not to do radiation for cancer treatment on his last live. She actually replied in comments that she wouldn't be alive today if it wasn't for radiation. Why would you say something like that to somebody with cancer? So angry. Should always have an all of the above in a poll. It only gives me 4 options, Kent. Just pick the worst one. Because hopefully this is as bad as it's going to get. You know the old rule about want versus need? True crime needs a similar thought, truth versus feels. If it's truth with receipts, RCMP. If it feels, keep it to yourself. Yes. Thank you, Julie. Very good point. Very good point. The RCMP should charge the ones deliberately lying with interfering in an active investigation. I don't disagree with you, but the fact that they're not just leads me to believe that they're not interfering in anything. They're not putting out credible evidence. They're not obstructing their active investigation. And I mean, rumor has it that she's just become another laughingstock. So it is what it is. It's not my fault. If RCMP felt Anita had useful info, they wouldn't have told her to keep yapping. If you believe they did, either way, I don't know. It's been turned into a game, likely purposefully. I believe you're right. There's a content creator who says Derwood and Daniel were talking on the 289 on May 3rd. Prove it, because neither one of them admit to that. It's the first time we've heard it. So where did that come from? Anita? I hope they nail everyone to the wall and use this to set up a precedent that this will not be accepted. They have to do something. You have to enter exclamation point raffle. Mods, can you please remind people how they enter the draw? Thank you, Native Girl. Appreciate you being here. Janie versus Anita is very good content, aside from the fact that 2 children have disappeared. Gets lost. Apparently, it said that Daniel was stuck in the mud and walked like 2.5 to 3 hours that night. When? Is that before or after Malaya saw him in the bathroom? Or heard him wrapping stuff? Like, it came from Anita or anything after Anita that could be, pulled from Anita's information, I have to disregard it. Sorry, I'm not sorry. And okay. We're gonna watch the trailer. It doesn't show closets, it doesn't show the bedrooms, just the living room kitchen area. Um, but I do believe, and I don't know if Daniel or Janie is watching, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong, that the closets were taken out to make more room in the bedrooms. Mm, mm. I don't think Palengo figured out that family connection yet between Vardy and Max. Oh, really? Maybe he'll have to do a sequel. Oh, really? Why do you say that? Okay, so Portapic was first, and then a little boy goes missing. Little different. His boots were found, were they not? Or were they like his boots? I can't remember. Um, that sounds like the medical advice Janie was given by the lawyer to stop taking heart meds so she could take a new polygraph. Janie told me, and I don't, I'm just gonna say it. She still hasn't gone to the doctor about that, so she doesn't have meds. So I don't know where that came from either. I believe the OCMP are rolling with the craziness and using to their advantage. I believe you're right, but I believe that it's bogging them down, if nothing else. And they will, Annabelle, they will. It's sad that nobody is telling her that. And I think that at this point, honestly, I think if you try to reason with her, she wouldn't fucking listen anyway. The RCMP aren't meeting with all these YouTube personalities for advice on their job, right? They don't give two shits. They don't. And if they do, they reach out to you and they ask you for what they're interested in. Trust me. It was at the beginning of April, actually. We're gonna watch it. I keep saying that. The sighting of Daniel and Derwood together on Tuesday did not come from Anita. Where did it come from? Noni, good to see you. You have to feel a little smug. I know I do, because we won't risk death by humble pie. Some people will have very red faces. I don't think I feel smug. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable and I'm confident in my approach. And I have bad days too. Every time I hear Anita's name, I hear snort, snort. I got some, you guys are friggin' hilarious. Some of you sending me messages and stuff. I was crying laughing. Like after that video came out. Yeah, you're pretty good. Okay. I mean, I'll have to have time to actually go back and verify for myself. So send it to me absolutely, but it's not something I'm willing to talk about until I can go in and say, okay, this could be legitimate or not. 'Cause I mean, that's how shit gets started. We just entertain these people. I suggest not completely disregarding everything Anita says, but rather put it in the back burner. She has 20% truth and 80% bullshit. Totally agree, but where's the 20? It is so mixed up with so much bullshit, cool. There's already so much bullshit to wade through in this case. Why do we need more? I don't know. Anybody else? Oh, Oh, really? So Dylan's mom said the boots were his, but the dad says no. Hmm. I don't know a lot, but I have heard things about the dad, and could it possibly be a good excuse to continue searching and the publicity that he tries to drum up, saying that those boots weren't Dylan's? You know what I mean? I don't know. I think the mom would know. Leah's phone digital evidence will show everything she used her phone for that night. Games played, Google searches, everything. They know if she was unable to touch her phone for any period of time, right? And I don't think Malea's is the only phone that they're looking into. Might have taken them a little too long, but I think they're looking into everybody's digital footprint now. I think. I won't tell you what I was calling her yesterday, Patriot Girl, because I'm blocked. I can't chat. I can't say anything, so no, I know she's not on meds, but you know how that one is, and insists she's right, diagnosed Janie herself with heart issues and told her to stop taking meds to take. So one of the test administrators or RCMP, somebody around when Janie was doing her polygraph test, had the same condition, and that is the officer who suggested she go to the doctor and have her heart checked. Silence of Cindy and Malaya has allowed Anita to go on with the crazy stories. Agreed. Where are they? Do they think that she's gonna, just talk herself into a hole? It's taken a long time, and there's a lot of shit out there now. A lot of shit. And obviously, if Monsters of Sabotage were able, they got that video. So let's look for it right now. Do I have it in my search? No. Sab. Hmm. Monsters of Sabotage. There's two. The channel has two, a short, and then one that's. Oh, look. Maybe there's a few that we should watch here today. They've got one called Scam Nita. They've got one called Shelby, which I've been really wondering about Shelby lately. Where's Shelby? I thought she was Malia's best friend. No? I thought she was. Here, let's pull it up so you can look at it instead of me. I should have a picture of Jack and Lily up. Well, it happens. Sound on. All right, look. See these? Can you see? Can you see my mouse? No, you can see when I highlight. So here's one, Scamnita. I haven't seen these. I haven't seen Darbo. The last one I saw, I think, was the Clown Posse. But 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. So, but as promised, we're gonna watch the we're gonna watch this. This is funny to me. Just a sec. Really, when Janie was on the Vodka Man show, he didn't ask the hard questions. I was re-listening to something this morning, looking for something specific, and um, Mike said, I have to be nice, and he said it on a live stream. So, I have to be nice to her so she'll talk to me. But God, when I'm done talking to her, he was just a dick, really. So I don't know if Janie heard that or not, but it was in the same live stream that they were talking about body language. And this is funny to me because body language, people, 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 people. If you want to know if somebody's lying when they're talking to you, turn the volume off and just watch them. Watch what they do. Watch their body language. Coming from the two people who never turn their cameras on while they're spewing their shit. I would love to turn the volume off and just watch the two of them. That would make my life so much easier. He called it the duping delight. It's duper's delight, but I bet you it's written all over her face. not sorry. Turn your camera on. Turn your camera. Let's be blessed with your beauty. Let's see it. Let us watch you tell your stories. Let us analyze your body language. Just a suggestion. I don't know. I'm down for it. Are you? No, she won't reason with anyone. As far as Anita is concerned, if you don't believe her, then you stand with the monsters and you're involved. And somebody with money is involved. Mm. So I guess I'm involved. Not that I'm not saying like I have money, but I guess I'm involved because I'm speaking out against Anita. I'm trying to stop Anita from ruining lives. That's what I'm doing. Um, if she had proof, if they would show a single receipt, totally different. But to me, and I don't mean to be defending her in any way, shape, or form, but I think what she's doing is she's hearing shit on the internet and she's thinking about it and she's coming up with her own scenarios. So these are her opinions, her thoughts that she's sharing. But she's not saying that. She's putting it out as though she knows it for a fact. And that is the problem. You can say whatever you want in your opinion if these are your thoughts. I mean, you shouldn't accuse people of incest and because kids are innocent. And I don't know a thing about Logan. I know very little about Daniel, especially like real, not on YouTube, Daniel. Logan's children do not deserve any backlash from the bullshit that they were saying yesterday or the day before, whenever it was. They're children. And for people who claim to be, protecting future children, they're protecting people, they're saving lives. Fuck yourselves. What you're doing is ruining lives actively. Actively. If not Logan's, then her children's. If that got out, if another kid heard that, their parents talking about it, heard it because their grandma was watching it or something, and they take that to school, it's dangerous. But they don't think about stuff like that. They just babble. They babble for views. Now I'm getting angry and I don't want to do that. So let's just watch this one. Which one do I have? Okay, this is the one with the trailer in the video. We'll watch it a couple of times, you guys, because to me, there's a lot to see, but I don't know what it is we're supposed to be looking at. Do you know what I'm saying? There's two monsters of sabotage with kids in trailer. Yes. One's short, though. One's just a few seconds. I agree. That's why I want to watch it a few times. Okay? And let's pick out whatever we can pick out. If I have to slow it down, I will. But I'll watch chat while you guys are watching this full screen. Let's try together to figure out what we're supposed to be looking at here. Okay? Let's go. My microphone mutes, so I have to unmute myself on the screen, which I did, and then my microphone mutes itself. It's like it's not even a touch screen. It's a it's a motion activated mute. It's bullshit. Anyway, what I was gonna say, it didn't look that bad to me. Rundown, yes. Maybe a little cluttered. Lots of recycling in there. But it didn't look unclean. You know? You guys are behind. I'm not muted anymore. So anyways, I'm going to mute the video and we're going to watch it again. And we're just going to talk about it as for what we see. It's not a filthy house. My daughter was 100 times worse than that. Yeah, apparently okay, so let's look here. Wade, thank you for your video of the trailer on Gairloch Road and for taking the time to share your insight. Your perspective really helped shed light on what was truly going on with Cindy and Malia's family dynamics behind the scene. It takes courage to speak honestly and contribute information that helps people better understand the bigger picture. Your efforts and observations have not gone unnoticed, and they are appreciated more than you know. It's interesting to note that on Saturday, May 3rd, 2025, the contents in the living room had all been cleared out. Just a couch, small coffee table, wood stove, and no toys anywhere. The kitchen was piled up with so much stuff that you couldn't even see the counter. Has Wade spoken publicly or had an interview with anyone? Who did he release this video to? Excellent questions. I want to know too. Inquiring minds want to know. If Wade is talking, if he is, why can't we hear what he has to say? Because that's big for me. That's big for me. And for you guys too. I know it is. All right. So we're going to watch it again with sound off. Tree still up. So there's some talk about these bins in the living room. I can't remember exactly what was said, but I think it was Wade who wondered where the bins disappeared to. Or was it Belinda? Can't remember. All the bins are accounted for? Good, good, good. Good to know, thank you. If you look at the floor, it's not... It does look dirty. It looks... Barbies on the table. Some months before. Baby wipes on the table. There's Lily. They're sitting there eating. Not looking for bugs because they're starving. Oy. There's that sliding glass door. Look at baby locks off the cupboards. They're there, but they're not engaged. Lots of recycling there. I don't think myself I don't see anything dangerous for kids. What's in there? Hard to tell. I don't know. Spit on the window? I wouldn't call that spit. Look, like something was definitely spilled on the window or splashed on the window. It's not as dirty as we thought it was going to be. It's just not as bad as everybody envisioned it, I think. A case where the mother and grandmother say the children are alive, but then they go search in the woods 11 months in. And it's called Hope. To a stepfather and his mother saying the same, but it's called a lie covering a crime, to others saying this and it's a conspiracy. Where is the truth? Well, Belinda, your guess is as good as ours at this point. I think this was, a month before they went missing. Maybe not even. It was April 2025. Anytime April. We know that they went to Cindy's for Easter in April. Then, according to Anita, didn't Anita say that Cindy hadn't seen the kids in 80 days or something? What was that? Right, women fish. Right. That's what I was asking. Like, what exactly? Who took the video, if Wade did, and why did he? And, like, if it was April, was it when they were there to pick them up? It's a small clip of a much longer video. Let's see here. I don't recall. Got this 2-minute and 58-second one. That's the one we just watched. And the shorts is just a few seconds long. There's Lilly. And there's Jack. They look okay. Oh, he hasn't released it all? Okay, good to know. I said a little cluttered. That room doesn't look very pleasant to me. But it looks like it's probably a mud room or something. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just, I don't know. I don't know what the big deal is now. However, I'm thankful to have the video. It's good. It's good. Thanks, monsters. And now, even though my sound is probably messed up, what did Seaweed say? 8 months before Easter, Cindy didn't see the children. That's what they're saying? Is that what, was it Anita that said that? Were they dropping the kids off here and that's why they took the video? I don't know. It's interesting. And see holes in the floor for rats to get in. I don't know. I don't know. If that comes from Anita, I wouldn't put much weight to it. They video chatted all the time. She was in at Patty's every couple of weeks. I think maybe the kids weren't at her house, but she saw them. After people pointed out that Cindy saw the kids on Easter. Was it to show CPS? I don't know. I don't see, the video itself and the timing of it should be concerning for people for sure. It's just odd timing for me. It's weird. It's weird. Anyway, I want to hear about Shelby. Let's see what they.
Or you're cool or square. Nowhere, gotta be this or that? Can it be? I know it's not your brother. Can't you see? It's gotta be one way or the other. To say cat or dead. If it ain't right, it's said. Call it a room or bed. Gotta be this or that. If it ain't half, it's whole. If it ain't right,
This looks like a bunch of more speculation to me. I don't see a value in watching this anymore. But I do want to watch the one they made of Anita. I think I speak for a lot of people who say, like, if they're gonna expose somebody, like, why has nobody tried to do Anita yet? So I'm gonna watch this one for a minute.
the flip, this or that. Either you're if you're not here, you're there. You just can't be nowhere. Gotta be this or that. Who can it be if it ain't me? I know it's not your brother. Can't you see? It's gotta be one way or the other. Either say cat or dead. If it ain't right, it's said. Call it a room or pad. Got this or that. If it ain't half, it's whole. If it ain't rock, it's roll. If it ain't wild, it's soul. Got this or that. Yeah.
Maybe if I act like I will be on a paparazzi. Girl, I don't wanna be a stupid girl. Maybe if I act like that, flipping my mom hair back, pushing my bra like that. I don't wanna be a stupid girl.
Break it down now.
The disease is growing itself. I'm scared that there ain't a cure. World believes that I'm going crazy. I cannot take anymore. I'm so glad that I'll never fit in. That will never be me. Outcast with ambition. That's what I wanna see. Disasters all around. A world of like, oh hey. Maybe if I act like time will call me. On a paparazzi.
Detour, wet paint, hands off, dead end, a dead end. Stop war, danger, one way, keep out, one way, keep out. Gen Z exit only. Turn off. What in my head?
No one would a single hide your way from a bitter apology. Hide your way with a slippery mystery. Hide your way with
Hmm. What do you think of that? I don't know what to think of that. You guys are all right. How about Shelby? Where'd she go after saying they were going to be tucked into bed in New Brunswick and she would see them the next day? Apparently, she moved to Ontario. Interesting. Um, yeah, there wasn't a lot about Anita in that one. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. It seems like such a, I want to say a complete waste, but um, it's just so disappointing. So disappointing. Let me pull up Ninchi because yes, somebody mentioned in chat that on on her channel yesterday, and she sure did. Like I said, we were working on something, and lo and behold, here's Ninchi with she did it beautifully. So I do definitely want to watch this, and then we'll continue our conversation. How do we know Shelby said that? Where does that even come from? Good question. Cool. Where did that come from, you guys? So much shit. I don't remember. So like I said, when we watched this video from Ninchi, she did a wicked job doing it. It's excellent. I didn't even have to pull up my own stuff. There are a couple of other things that I will point out when we're finished with it. But in the meantime, let's watch this 7-minute video. I would really like it if people could go over to Ninchi's channel, which I will post here momentarily. And you know, it's 7 minutes and 35 seconds of your life to give her the view as well on this video, and give her a like because she nailed it. She nailed it. So let's watch. Were you guys hearing that last video? I think Logan said that about Shelby very early on. Was it Logan? It could have been. Were you guys able to hear that Monsters of Sabotage video? Yeah. Very sketchy. It's all messed up. Okay. Okay. You know what? Has everybody entered the draw? There's 47 people in here now, like in the draw. Um, seeing everybody. Little Blackberry, you got her. Truth and Beauty, you got it. Yeah. So I think okay. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do this because this could be why the sound is even more messed up than it was before. Let me pull up my other browser and I'll see if I can go into YouTube and play from there instead. Because if I don't hear it on my end, I always think that you guys can't hear it on your end. Sometimes you can, but usually you can't. Nichi. This is a completely separate browser though, so hopefully it works better. Share my screen. If I still can't hear, on my end, then I'm gonna stop it. We'll have to get the draw, so get into the raffle. Missy, 2 Fs in raffle. Get into the raffle right away. Okay. Mods, can you post again what to do? Thank you, Lori Lynn. Enter the raffle just in case this doesn't work, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the raffle so I can close out StreamYard. Okay. All right, let's try.
Do drugs. I don't fucking drink any. All I do is smoke, and I smoke cigarettes.
Still not hearing it over here. Are you guys hearing it? Choppy? All right, okay, let's do the draw. Let's do the draws. Sound is terrible. It's gotta be. I'm scratchy too? It shouldn't be. My sound is glitchy too. What the? It's gotta be Streamlabs. Let's just get this junk out of the way. All right. There's this. Wow, my chat is showing up in Streamlabs. Interesting. Sweet. Stay focused. Dash. Set up. Sent you a video of what we can hear. I'm not gonna watch that right now. Okay. I'm gonna close entry. Is everybody in? Everybody good? Wants to be in? Okay, close entries. Okay. You can no longer enter the raffle. This is interesting. Oh, Jeannie. One more. Okay, one more. Raffle. Okay, exclamation point and the word raffle. All one word. Come on. Let's go. Like this. Exclamation point. The word raffle. Just like that, you guys. Got to spell it right, Deborah. Detective Tam got it. Yep. Haleywood. Thank you. Raffle. Carrie Bailey got it. Leona. See you. And Streamlabs. Got you in there, McMac. Thanks for being here. Patriot Girl. Terry. Laura. Deborah, you're in. You can only have one entry, apparently. Oh, the draws? 8. 7. 7 draws. 7, 8, 9. No, 8 draws. One for me, one for Melissa. Yeah. 8 draws. I have 10 keychains. I'm keeping one. I'm giving one to Melissa. She's very supportive and she joins me quite often. And Laura Lynn. Okay, that's it, you guys. Laura Lynn received the last entry. We're going to do 8 draws right now. Okay, Bonnie. Nope. Pinky, all one word. You guys. Okay. Just Jeannie. Just exclamation point raffle. See, Streamlabs just said a Lilly and Jack Keychains raffle is going on for viewer. Use exclamation point raffle. Perfect. Pinky's in. Nope, that's a 1. Yeah. You guys. You guys. Jeannie, you're in. Thank you. Got it. Waiting for Pinky. I know Crime Science Stories. I'm pretty sure my sound issue is coming from Streamlabs Open because of this draw. So that's why I want to get it out of the way. Okay, Pinky's in. Right on. Close trees. That's it. Now I'm going to pick 8 winners. Again, if you don't have me on Facebook Messenger, my email address is scrolling along the bottom. Please get me your addresses, your shipping addresses. By the end of today, I want to get these in the mail by the end of the week. Okay? I've only got 2 days to do it. This is it. You guys do it again. Dodie, Colburn, Sue Oilers, Jane Doe. That's it. Put it back in. Dodie, this is silly, you guys. Jane Doe's in, Sue Oilers is in. Need Colburn to do it one more time. Crime Science Stories, thank you. Dodie, thank you. Captain Justice, thank you. I want everybody that wants it. Lucy Friends, perfect. We're not gonna go all day, you guys. I know I'm a pushover, but I gotta, if we're gonna continue and you want to hear this video, which is very good, you can tell even by the graphic, gotta shut Streamlabs off. And I can't do that until I get this draw done. Okay, that's it. Go this time. No offense if you don't get it. Next time, I'm sure I'll do another one. Email address is scrolling across the bottom of your screen, Terry. truecrimestorypod@gmail.com. That's it. Giveaway closed. I was a total pushover, miss. Okay, pick winner. Winner number 1. Do I get to? Kathy, I'm sorry. Better luck next time. I'm so sorry, Kathy. Let me do this. I gotta unshare this. This is silly. I'm gonna share this so you guys can see. You guys can see the winners. All right. Here. Good luck. Winner number 1. Liz, Nova Scotia Strong. In the chat. Email me or reach out to me on Facebook Messenger. Not the True Crime Story Facebook Messenger, but my Crime Side Stories. Yay. Second winner. Congrats. Bev. Congratulations. Fourth winner. Dawn. Congratulations. Halfway there, guys. 4 more to go. Laura Lynn. There you go. Congratulations. Gypsy. Congratulations. number. Good for you. Congratulations. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, you guys. Crush your fingers. 8. Jacqueline. Congratulations. That's 8. Each of these cute little keychains. Adorable. The Crime Stoppers information on the back. Handmade. Excellent. Please get me your mailing address by the end of the day today. For me, it's 3 o'clock, so you got like 6, 7 hours before I go to bed. Because I want to, like I said, I want to get them in the mail. I have to go pick up the bubble wrap and get them in the mail. And I want to do that by the end of the week. If you wouldn't mind, I would really appreciate it if you could let me know when you get them, because these things take forever. So again, Liz, Nova Scotia Strong. We've got Crime Science Stories. We've got Bev, Dawn, Jacqueline, Kemmer, Gypsy Flo, and Laura Lynn. Okay? Now, if I don't hear from whoever by the end of the day to get your mailing address, I will do another draw tomorrow for the remainder for the end process. Okay? Thank goodness it's over. All right. I'm good. We're good? We good. Okay, good. Good. Let's get rid of this crap. Now, just really quickly, I have to open my community so that I can boot Streamlabs out of here. User management. Streamlabs. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Well, that's cute. My block list has definitely grown. Derwood is not by himself anymore. Okay. Streamlabs has left the building. Hopefully that fixes the sound issue. I am moving over to my other browser. May not be perfect still, but at least it should be back to my normal shitty sound where you can kind of sort of make out what's being said. I just want everybody to really hear what Ninchi put together here because it's brilliant. I love it. Love it. Okay. Here we go. Thank you, everybody, for being patient through that. That was a lot. Streamlabs, what are you doing here? Go away. Somebody block them. Just kidding. All right. Perfect. I'm glad sound is much better. Gonna mute myself, make the screen big, and then we're gonna watch Ninchi. And go give her the view. Okay?
You don't do this, Anita.
I like
You
it.
don't do this. I don't fucking drink, Anita. I don't do shit. That's all I do is smoke, and I smoke cigarettes. I don't sit down and drink no fancy wine, Anita. I don't drink wine.
I don't
I'm
drink
not
wine. I
gonna
don't
drink
drink
wine.
wine. I don't drink wine.
You don't drink wine? Is that what you just said?
I'm reading some
Repeat what you
comments
just-
here.
Repeat what you just said there, Anita.
If there's something
Mike?
good.
Mike,
Yeah, man.
did she just say she don't wine? Did I hear that right?
I don't think
Hello?
I don't think anybody's drinking right now.
No, I didn't say right now. I said, but she just say that she don't drink wine.
I drink wine
Yes, I don't
sometimes.
drink wine. I don't drink wine.
You don't drink wine? Oh my God, Anita. What about that day that you were sitting down at Cindy's house and you were having a glass of wine And
It
Malaya
wasn't
showed
wine,
up.
it's gin. I
Malaya
drink
said,
gin.
"Can I
I
have a
drink
glass of wine
gin.
too?" And he said, "Sure, you can have a glass of wine, Malaya." I go to Patty's
I
place.
brought wine there, but I don't drink wine.
I
I
think
brought
you
wine
should
for
have
Cindy,
give
peach
us
wine.
right
I
now.
don't drink wine.
Backing
I
up.
don't drink
That
wine.
Anita said that she went to Patty's house and Patty was having a drink, and I sat down with Patty and had a drink with Patty.
Yes, but it's not wine. I drink gin. And I brought peach wine for Cindy, but it's not about me. Can I have a question? The barn, why was the barn cleared out? Do you have the keys for the community hall?
To have a glass of wine. And you said, "Sure, Leia, you can have a glass of wine." Am I wrong
Yes,
there,
I
Mike?
had wine there, but you're corrected. I do not drink wine.
Wine, you
I
stupid bitch.
don't. You're not listening. I brought a peach bottle of wine for Cindy.
Come
Oh
on,
my
Anita.
God, she's not listening.
Oh,
You come on. I don't drink wine.
Don't drink wine, but you said you drink gin, so you drink. So there you go. Whether it's wine
I
or it's
never
gin,
said
you
I
still
don't
you stupid.
drink. You're accusing me of having a glass of wine. Oh,
Sorry,
you know
Mike. I
what?
don't mean to
Mike,
have that, but
this is
she is.
ridiculous. She's not going
Anyway.
to tell the truth. She's never going to tell us what she did. She's
Did
not
me?
going to tell about the children.
So around 4:10, I decided I'm going to dye my hair and do my nails and have a glass of wine. Tonight, on Fridays, my husband and I go for lunch every Friday. He usually watches hockey. He's watching hockey, doing whatever. I'm in my
Uh-huh.
beautiful place. I have my candles on. I've had a glass of wine. And yeah, I'm completely relaxed. I love Nova Scotia, Mike. I love it here. I love the seafood. I like the wine from Nova Scotia. I love the people. And I told Wade as she was coming in the driveway, this is my one chance, go in the living room. And I had cheese and crackers and I had a glass of wine. And when she
Uh-huh.
came in, she said, "Can I have a glass too?" I said, "Yes." Often in the comments, people say Anita sounds drunk, and I'm going to address that too. When I would, and it must be somebody to do with Cheryl or Cindy, and I'm very honest. Many times I've gone over to Cindy's or Patty's, and Patty likes classical music, and so do I. I love Italian music, and I would have a glass of wine or gin if she had vodka, and I don't see a problem with that. I don't know what the big deal is with that. And um people are saying Anita sounds drunk. Well, Mike, when I'm drunk, I
Mm.
don't go on live like when I was talking to you before. Oh, Mike, you're making it hard for me because I'm not a liar. How can I say it without? Oh, um, she made reference to him disposing of the children,
Okay,
and it upset
got it.
me. But I said,
Got it.
"What do you mean by that?" And she disclosed, well, his cousins. And I said, "Oh my God." And then I needed another glass of wine. Mike, whoever lashes out me, I'm going to say it again. I never been there. I don't do meth. I don't do drugs. Whoever lashes out at me is involved. But people know the clip out there. And this time of year, it runs in my family. All the buds are out. I have seasonal allergies. I might sneeze tonight. I might blow my nose. What they're saying is to discredit me. Malaya now also would get a full status card, excuse me, that she would be paid taxes no longer. And that's why once she has an address there, they can order and have things there, and then she's tax exempt. Oh, what was this? Me and my husband were at Cindy's, and my husband
Okay.
argued with Cindy because my
Okay.
husband used to sell cocaine, and he said, Hell's Angels don't take children. And one thing I do want to correct, I said a comment to you. We were talking about cocaine. I've
Okay.
never done cocaine. I've never done drugs. You spoke and made a joke, and I said, me too, or something to that effect. I
Right.
didn't, people wrote to me and said, oh, she does cocaine. She sounds manic. No, I don't sound manic. I sound like somebody for a year who's
Uh-huh.
held this all in.
And sticking out her tongue.
Oh, she does that because she likes cocaine.
Yeah, I know. But
So do I.
disregard this. I did. I lived in Costa Rica for 3 years, so I'm not gonna say yes or no.
But a
Mm,
bear in the woods is going to fight you for her children. Oh, yes.
I agree. I agree.
I don't care. There's no drug. You could give me cocaine tonight, bags of it, and you come for my kids, I'm coming for you.
This is literally just pointing out the things Anita has said. This isn't a circus between any creators. Couple of things that I take. So for me, this is what I wanted to say earlier. For me, I feel like um when certain types of personalities are caught in a lie, they will fight harder and distract away from the lie. And I feel like she despises Janie so much that she is willing to stand on that lie and die on that mountain, which I believe for most reasonable, common sense thinking people, this to me seems like such a stupid thing to lie about. But it's just the fight. It's the arguing. It's the winning the argument against somebody like Janie for somebody like Anita is so important. It's so important, and that's why she's fighting so hard on something that she is clearly lying about. Wine, drinking wine. She admits she drinks, but she likes gin. But in every other live stream, she doesn't really talk about drinking gin. It's all about the wine. And I don't think, I like to believe that she doesn't remember saying that she drank wine, and she's allegedly, apparently, not even allegedly, she said it. She uses box dye and does her own nails, but has tons of money, but whatever. Um, but yeah, anyways, and I feel like there's one portion that of Mike that I do want to comment on. It's towards the beginning, because I think we all need to use our brains the way he would put it to me behind the scenes. Use our brains and analyze people's statements, what they actually say, the words that they actually say, and how they say it. So let's listen again, and I'm going to stop it. Who cares what anyone drinks? Exactly. What about Janie saying only 3 people know what happened to the kids? Only 3 people were there. And true, fair. Where's the lie there? It's what Mike doesn't say. Aha! It's the deflection that I want to point out. Let's try again. Let's listen again.
All right.
Do drugs, Anita.
I like
I
it.
don't do drugs. I don't fucking drink, Anita. I don't do shit. That's all I do is smoke, and I smoke cigarettes. I don't sit down and drink no fancy wine, Anita. I don't I don't drink wine.
I don't
I'm
drink
not that
wine. I don't
fancy,
drink
honey.
wine. I don't drink wine.
You don't drink wine? Is that what you just said?
I'm reading some
Repeat what you
comments
just
here.
repeat what you just said there, Anita.
If there's something
Mike?
good.
Mike,
Yeah, Ben.
did she just say she don't wine? Did I hear that right? Hello?
I don't think anybody's drinking right now.
Is that deflection? Would that be considered deflection, you guys? Did the statement analysis just deflect? Because I'm pretty sure he heard the question. I don't know. It's just odd to me because I think he knows she's lying about a lot more than drinking wine, but he's just allowing it to continue. It's just weird. It's weird. And there's much, much more. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen so that I can pull something out. Avoidance. Thank you. Thank you, Fern. Yes. Yes. Avoidance. I wish I could do that accent. Avoidance. Very, 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 very interesting. Avoidance. I don't think anybody's drinking right now. Well, that wasn't the question, nor was it the comment. All right. Just a few more points. That the reason why, kind of got up. What is this? I can't share my screen. Um, yeah, she's just. Janie says very clearly that, and I'm reading some because in all honesty, I do not watch Mike. I'm blocked. And so listening to it would enrage me to a point where I would need to speak and I'm blocked. So I don't listen, but people are good enough to tell me what goes on. And some of the things that she said about Derwood, which everybody knows is not my favorite person, but if you're to accuse somebody without proof, without going to the police about it, is dangerous. So if you're going to call somebody a pedophile, or not just one person a pedophile, many people, on a live public YouTube stream, knowing full well that they are going to be would it surprise anybody to know that people who haven't been officially connected to the case have been attacked on the street in Pictou, physically assaulted on the street and called baby killers, who have no official connection to the case? Um, it's wrong and it ruins lives. And I'm not speaking of specifically Chance or Jordan or anybody specifically, but these unfounded, harmful accusations for things that we cannot prove. It's not your fault if somebody on a live stream says something and you believe it, and it's the talk now of this, small-ish community, and word gets around, and now people going to the store to buy milk are getting attacked because they were accused of being a pedophile on a YouTube channel, or they were attacked going into a store because they know some of the people that are involved in a specific channel has connected them in some bizarre fashion, and they're being physically assaulted on the street. I don't think that's right. And that is why I'm speaking up. And not just that. It is for Logan's children, who all it takes is for one child to hear a live stream that their parents are watching or grandparents or somebody else to take that to school. And now Logan's children are going to be bullied and harassed for God knows how long. I think it's wrong. And if you're going to look at like the bigger picture, the bird's eye view, if you believe, like Cool said earlier, it's like a 80-20 split. 80% bullshit, maybe 20% truth. So if 80% is covering up the 20% truth, then if there are charges and her truthful information, if a successful prosecution is relied on her 20% truthful information, you can throw any chance of conviction out the window because she's smearing it all over the internet. And like I said yesterday, there is no police department on the planet that is going to tell somebody, a witness, to continue to talk about relevant evidence online. It's not happening. She claims she got Jordan and Chance arrested. There's no, I've seen proof otherwise. She can claim that all she wants. But until, I'm not speaking for Chance, but until Jordan decides to speak up for himself, then she gets to control that narrative. But I've seen evidence to the contrary with my own eyes. So, life sucks and then you die. What is that in referring to? Calling innocent people pedophiles and them getting attacked on the street because of some deranged woman on a YouTube live stream based in Thailand. Life does suck. Yep, absolutely. It was. Not saying it wasn't. Absolutely. They weren't arrested for nothing, but they weren't arrested because of anything Anita said or did. Mind you, I shouldn't say that about Chances. I have no idea. Um, I don't know. I don't know a thing about it. I truly don't know a thing about it. But anyways, you guys, I mean, it's wrong, and that's why it's wrong. And I think most people who have a sense of morality, until somebody is arrested, and like in the United States, it's so much easier because you get the arrest affidavit, you get the arrest warrant, you get to see what led the police to them, what the charges are for, like why they're being charged with that. It's not like that here. So we're basically at Anita's mercy because she's put out all of these accusations, and a lot of people are believing them, and I think it's dangerous. I do. And if they think that makes me involved because I'm trying to shut her down, I'm just trying to stop her from hurting innocent people. The court will decide who's guilty and who's not. And the more we bog down the investigation with unfounded tips and information, the longer it's going to take to figure out what happened to Jack and Lilly. And that's why, in my opinion, I think that the biggest distraction in this case, if you would have asked me 2 months ago, hands down, Derwood. Hands down. Oh, just a sec, you guys. It's a important call. One sec. Hello? Here we go again with this trippy stuff that I do on this thing. The only because I'm doing this because I closed the poll. Can you guys? You probably can't even see the poll. I'm gonna close. Nope, can't do that. Anyways, I'm just gonna read you the results of the poll. Anita and Mike got 44% of the vote, 201 votes. So 44% went to Mike and Anita. Daniel got 20%. Malaya, Cindy, Cheryl got 18%, and Derwood got 18%. So, more than twice the amount of people that probably a month ago would have said Daniel has caused the most distraction, in my opinion. More than double has decided that it's actually Mike and Anita at this point. That's bad. I agree, Cool, that the RCMP have zero control over what Anita says, but she was if she was talking about actual evidence and actual relevant information that they needed to figure this out, to solve this case, they would be telling her to stop, asking her to stop, but instead, what is she saying? She's saying they're telling me to keep talking. And I've seen emails from other people where they said, it's your information, share it if you want to. But I've also been on the other end of that when I've been asked not to speak about certain things. So it's Anita's distractions, as distasteful and harmful as they are moot, in your opinion, meant to bait and keep people distracted. But I think, to be completely fair, I think she believes what she's saying. Like I said in the beginning, I think that she's listening to content. I think that she's coming up with potential scenarios in her head, adding to them, and then putting them out on Mike's channel as though she knows it's a fact. And that's why there's so many changes, because she's throwing everything out there, thinking something's got to be right. So now the goal is to rage bait Chance, Jordan, Janie, Daniel enough so that they have leakage. Right? That's my opinion. And I wish they would all just understand that they're not, the more fighting that they do, that they call in, and the more attention that they give that channel, the more content that channel is going to have. And they're literally analyzing people at their most angry, fed up, emotionally distressed state. They're not doing anybody any favors by doing that, except for the people that like to watch it. I think Derwood would have been up there earlier on, but Malaya or Mike and Anita took over. Yeah. Like I said, I think the vast majority of us, though, we didn't think Derwood was lying. We believed that his sources were just throwing shit at this guy and he was running with it and believing it. You know, that's a difference. And when I first, started talking about Anita, I was willing to give her the benefit of the doubt. Some of the stuff that she was saying was like, it made sense in my head about Cindy and some of the things Malaya had said and some of the stuff that she found when she was babysitting the baby. It was like, wow, this kind of makes sense. But then you pay attention and things start to change. And If Anita breaks any laws, she'd be held accountable. I mean, if they break a publication ban, if they, it's hard to say though, Missy, because there are many people out there who break cyberbullying laws and all that kind of stuff, but nothing's done. So I don't know for sure. The only thing I know for sure is if they break one of the publication bans in the case. There's a number of people out there who will push to make sure they're held accountable for that. Not sure if they had a reliable water supply at 1407 Gerlach Road. I don't know. Hard to tell. All the distractions with all the fake accounts, yeah. For sure, Derwood had the majority. Yep. She's also said CPS told her to keep talking about the baby. How? Why would they tell her to keep talking about something that we're not allowed to talk about? There's a publication ban on that entire CPS case. It's not true, you guys. She also said she got into an altercation with a female cop. I don't. People do enjoy, and let's be real, every content creator has their own style. There are a lot of people that don't like me, and that's perfectly fine. I don't care. There are a lot of people that don't like Mike's style, and that's perfectly fine. I'm sure he doesn't care. But before Anita came along, he had a purpose. He had a niche. He had, if you believe he's a real statement analyst or not, he had a skill that people wanted to learn about and people wanted to hear. And I think it's gotten lost in this bullshit and he's losing it, in my opinion. And I don't know if it's too late or not to get it back, but I don't know. In order to tell a real good story, you have to believe what you're saying. So then she is deranged because she says different shit every day that contradicts the shit she said yesterday. She watches everyone's lives, and then the next time they're online, it's her story with a little added kick, with a little spicy pathological liar who believes her own lies. I don't think that. I don't. I think she's not well. What Darren's saying isn't half as bad as Anita. But at the time we want answers, it was like, what the fuck is he talking about? It was pretty bad back then. We had no idea what bad was really gonna be. She hears all the same gossip and rumors we all have, but she states it as fact and Mike D goes with it. And she puts little spins in it so that it seems like she knows it for a fact, like something to do with her ex or her husband or her roofing or her old job or whatever. That's what they do. They put little pieces in there to make people say, well, she must know she was there or she saw it. This really happened to her? She was really approached in Costco? Wow. She's probably in Costco walking around, probably saw a little girl and thought, wonder if she knows Lilly. And there goes the delusion. I think Anita and Mike has the best of intentions, in my opinion. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. Which is why it's BS they were putting in a pool. The water would be dirty in a minute. Imagine having to refill it, the water source being furthest away from the driveway and the trailer. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about the pool. All I know for sure is that we're May 20th and there's no less than, I shouldn't even say the number, but there are a lot of people in Pictou who have been putting up their pools and they are now, from what I hear today, it's pretty hot and everybody's pretty thankful that they went ahead and put their pools up, but starting to think maybe May isn't too early to start setting up a pool. I wouldn't do it in my driveway, and I know Janie said it's not my driveway, that's my yard. I would have put it where the grass is, but maybe Tucker couldn't be around the kids. I don't know, but it's like poking a caged animal so it bites and then saying, put it down. Right. That's rage baiting. And that's exactly what she's doing to Chance and Janie and Jordan and Danny boy. Anita is talking about Dania case 2, mentioning baby. Yeah, publication ban. I chose Malaya because of certain narratives shared by a certain channel. Why doesn't her family tell her that she needs to stop and that she's embarrassing herself? We don't have a clue what her family dynamic is. We've heard rumors. I'm not going to talk about them here. Truth comes out when folks are uncomfortable. Does the truth come out when people are in rage mode? I disagree. They should try to talk to people like they're human beings instead of garbage on the side of the road. Maybe give a little bit of respect to get a little bit of respect. Maybe then you can, maybe they'd confide in you then if they know anything. Good luck though at this point. Part of me kind of believes Anita because some of the stuff that she admits to, I mean, come on, who would put themselves in a situation like this? But which version do you believe? You know, I'm not here to tell anybody what to believe. If you believe Anita, go ahead. Take care of your own mental health, though. But they did get Janie and everyone to react, so maybe I'm wrong. Her own kids won't bother with her. I wasn't going to say it like that. Mike knows she's lying and wouldn't admit to Janie that he believed Anita. He is just letting her go on and on for views. Agree. You think Derwood is lying, knowingly lying 1000% ironclad? Derwood is protecting his son. The question is why? Yes, it's a rumor about no water on the property. Um, I phone conversations I can hear, and it's not like he takes the phone into the bathroom or anything, but he'll leave it outside the bathroom. But I'm still on speakerphone. I can hear the toilet flush. Maybe there's no toilet in the RV. I don't know. But she does that to be the damsel in distress in the story and then turns it around to be the hero at the same time. The truth is, Wade found things, but Anita claims that it's her. And nobody can say for sure if those items made it to the RCMP like certain people claimed. I wonder. Chelsea, I'm sure you would react if it was being said about you or your mother or brother she was talking about. Well, she is. She is now saying that Belinda sent Jordan to attack her. So she's slowly getting there, but she's starting to bring Belinda into it for sure. That is why they had to do laundry at Patty's. They used gray water to flush. I thought it was because they didn't have a washer and dryer, Karen. Like, what? Crap Anita says is going to cause rage to get someone unalived. They're driving people to the point of distress. Um, CPS would never tell her to do that. Yeah, it didn't happen. I've heard that months ago, Carla. I don't know if that's still a thing or not. We wouldn't know. Cindy doesn't talk. She does to the news, doesn't show her face. CPS doesn't know who Anita is. Ask people who are in contact with the case in CPS. Mm, I don't believe anybody, Karen, but I don't doubt that one bit. But I mean, I would need to hear it from somebody not connected to the case with CPS. Do you know what I mean? In my opinion, CPS caseworkers should be up on charges due to the fact of Lily and Jack going missing. Probably won't happen, but I don't disagree with you. Depending, like we need to see more information. But a lot of kids do fall through the cracks, absolutely. And go to for information. Just wanted to let you know. Thank you, Anne. I appreciate you. Rage baiting to elicit leaks could qualify if it's done knowingly to disrupt or contaminate the process. Penalties up to 10 years, indictable. It's all about intent, women's wear, right? I honestly don't believe anything that comes out of Anita's mouth. If no water supply, the pool theory is out the window, then Jano. True. True. But like I said, I've heard the toilet flush. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's gray water, but I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. In the beginning, he was great. It's where I started on this case, but I rarely watch now. I just can't do it. It's not the same anymore. This is not the statement analysis anymore. That's not what he's doing. Then again, hiding behind members only to say how you really feel is quite cowardly. I don't like that he takes his content if it has really good views or if some shit goes down and he moves it over to members live so that people have to pay to be able to watch a replay. It's terrible. I mean, I don't do that. I'm not even close to well versed enough to do that. Mike lost any credibility he had months ago, but he's descended even more with Anita. I missed what Ori said. What did Ori say? Some comments don't show up here, you guys. I don't see anything from Ori. I'll see it on the replay. Silly. Parents have to go to court with CPS, and they only give records to parents, not the public. If Anita was with CPS was true, but Belinda can't access records, like really. Public mischief, false statements, or doing things intended to mislead police cause suspicion on innocent people or divert resources. Live streams to provoke reactions fits if it's false and misled. So what do we do about it? Because I'm on board. If people are guilty of the things that she's accusing them of and the things that have nothing to do with Jack and Lily's disappearance, then that's for the police and for the courts to figure out. It's not for some woman to put it out on YouTube so that the public can take justice into their own hands because of the mistrust of the RCMP and their community. Like, I get that's why things happen the way they do. I understand it. I do. But you guys, these people haven't been charged with what she's accusing them of. And like I said, when you trickle it down and they ripple effect, children. She wanted Mike to play a video of the baby learning how to walk, and he was going to play it, but people in his chat were telling him that he can't do that. I wish people would stop telling him that because that's the kind of thing that could stop all of this. Waiting. People do have dug wells. They wash clothes in patties because the washing machine didn't work. We have well water here. Our pool is ready to go if you really like cold water. Yeah. Like I saw pictures. People send me pictures today. Like no less than 8 in one like neighborhood community. Another Cheryl could be because he didn't clear drug tests or something. I don't know what you're talking about. Janie was not raking to hide evidence. Why would evidence be put right beside her trailer? He can get in trouble, especially playing it on monetized YouTube channel. Nobody's doing anything, Magdalena. Witness tampering angle, if she's pressuring or baiting actual potential witnesses, it's directly triggers. The cost of filling a pool via water truck just tripled. Sucks if we have a real hot summer this year, which I heard you will. Your mom has her pool done? Yep. Yep. That's the email you use, truecrimestorypod@gmail.com. Am I way behind in chat? Mike knows he's just using her. Maybe. Why Shelby's now saying she went in at 6 and Jack and Lily were inside when for a year she said she went in at dark after 8 and they were outside. Oh, Janie? I don't know. Exciting. I'm working on a plan to hopefully get Daniel and Janie up at the same time. They have water, don't be ridiculous. I second that. Just some of the stuff that you talked about with Jack and Lily and babysitting baby, and certain things that she didn't witness with Daniel, Malaya, and the drug use. She witnessed nothing with Jack and Lily at all. At all. So at the beginning, when we were hearing about her experiences at Cindy's home, caring for baby, no reason not to believe it, in my opinion. If that was her own perspective on her own experiences, I support it. Nothing else, though, sadly. I don't drink wine either, but every now and then I will. Janie just wants to distract people away from Jack and Lily. I don't agree with that. It wasn't about the drink. It was about the lie, Picto. Oh. You went from one circus to the other. Yours was fun, though. Need another inquest? There wasn't an issue with no water. They'd have to have it. Didn't the RCMP drain the well? Just thought of it. They might have. But it refills. It's been a full year, Missy. If it's a drilled well, there's nothing to drain. Well, we don't know what it is. Yeah, did she? Hmm. It's not just Mike, though. To be fair, I know of a few channels that push the boundaries. Monsters of Sabotage, Hidden in the Fog are both just as bad, but in different ways. I don't know that I would say that, but I mean, it's okay to have that opinion. Um, I don't know that they're out there blocking and screaming from the mountaintops with 0 receipts. Are they? I don't know. I don't. Well, like I said, Ryan Upchurch was just sued for less than what Anita's doing right now. Ryan Upchurch was sued and has to pay $17.5 million. And if it's true that she's got that pretty little ring and that nice car, she will be made to sell it if somebody sues her successfully. Dardar, thanks for joining. I have the clip and sent it to Shar. I don't know what you guys are referring to. I'm really not feeling very well, you guys. I think I'm going to have to end it. I'm not feeling very well. But thank you for being here, everybody. And congratulations to those of you who won the keychains. I'm sure most of you have already emailed me, but if you haven't, I need your email or your mailing addresses by the end of the day today. Okay. Was that case of 14 million in 17.5 million? And yes, it was in the United States. Yep. But again, I know it's in the United States, but we have the same anti-bullying laws, the same cyberbullying laws. They're new here, but we have them. And you've got, like I said, Amanda Todd from BC. She was cyberbullied, exploited, harassed, blackmailed, right up until the point that this 12-year-old child took her own life. And she cried out for help. And she ended up taking her own life. And that man I'm pretty sure it was the Netherlands or Denmark or something. It took years, but he was finally held accountable, criminally accountable for what he did to her. So it doesn't matter where you are, what you do. All it takes is for the people who are being harassed and being bullied to take a stand and do something about it. And you do not need a lawyer to start the process. You just don't. It's an excuse. I said what I said, and I'll help anybody that needs help doing stuff like that. Anyways, okay. Thank you all for being here. What was this? Missy, thank you. That's very sweet. I appreciate you. And thank you, Cool, for the birthday wish. And everybody else, thank you. You're all so sweet. And day is it today? Thursday? I will do a live stream tomorrow. Hopefully we can bring it back to Jack and Lilly. And let's talk about... You know what? Let's go back. Tomorrow when we do a live stream, let's go back. Let's review some of the old stuff that we've seen before. I'll decide on what. If you have any ideas, send it over to me. Okay? So, have a great night, everybody.